But crying on that stage.
When am I not crying in public? It's so upsetting.
Why were you crying?
Oh my gosh, I saw well, we didn't even see, but I saw the logo and I went, that's my name.
All in tears on that stage. But honestly, when am I not crying in public? It's a mess. But here's the real question. Why were they crying? Get this, I didn't even see it happen. But the second I spotted the logo, I just knew it was my name. Snow White. Disney's latest Snow White remake is spiraling into chaos. And it's easy to see why. With a jaw-dropping $300 million already spent on production, this film is quickly looking more like a studio nightmare than a fairy tale. At the center of it all, a heated rivalry between Gal Gadot, who's playing the evil queen, and Rachel Zegler, the new Snow White. Let's be real, Gadot is stealing the spotlight, leaving Zegler in the dust, and Disney is scrambling to control the fallout. Could this be the final nail in the coffin for Disney's woke agenda?
Hijacking our childhoods. I'm not sure why they're even calling it Snow White at this point. You're going to have no love story. You're changing the 7 dwarfs to 7 diverse magical beings. I think it's an absolute atrocity to hijack our childhoods in replace for this.
Crying on that stage, but let's be real, when isn't she crying in public? But why the tears? Oh, get this, she didn't even see it happen. Just spotted the logo and bam, the Rachel Zegler vs. Gal Gadot feud begins. That's my name, Snow White. And friends, that's just the tip of the iceberg in Disney's latest $300 million train wreck. This Snow White remake is spiraling out of control, straying so far from the beloved 1937 classic that even Disney execs are reportedly in panic mode. At the heart of the chaos, a heated backstage rivalry between Gal Gadot, the evil queen, and Rachel Zegler, the new Snow White. Let's face it, Gadot is dominating the spotlight, leaving Zegler in the dust, and the studio's scrambling for damage control. But wait, there's more. In their latest brilliant move, Disney completely reworked Snow White's origin story. Remember how her name was tied to her skin as white as snow? Yeah, not anymore. In the 2025 version, she's called Snow White because she survived a snowstorm. Yep, that's the big twist they thought we needed. So, is this remake doomed before it even hits theaters? And could this be the final nail in the coffin for Disney's woke agenda? Let's break it all down.
Yeah.
Saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about...
3 crystal clear. Disney's desperate attempt to modernize Snow White has completely missed the mark. Fans adored the original 1937 classic for its magical fairy tale essence, the dwarves, the wicked queen, the iconic backstory of the princess. But instead of embracing that legacy, Disney decided to gut the magic and replace it with random weather events. Seriously, this isn't just a tone-deaf rewrite. It's alienating the very audience that grew up loving this timeless tale. And here's the kicker, those same fans now have kids they'd love to pass this story down to. But how can they, when Disney has twisted it into some bizarre woke version?
Modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely...
Disney's Snow White reboot has been a controversy magnet from the start, and Rachel Zegler's casting only added fuel to the fire. But it's not just her role causing a stir, it's her outspoken comments. She's made it clear that this Snow White won't be saved by a prince or dreaming about true love. Instead, she's on a self-empowerment mission to become the leader she believes she was meant to be. Sounds inspiring, right? Maybe, but to many fans, it feels like she's ditching the classic fairy tale charm in favor of a modern Hollywood rewrite. And that's not all. Reports suggest Zegler has actively pushed the movie in a more politically correct direction, stripping away the timeless magic of the original. Behind the scenes, this shift has led to heated clashes, as her vision for Snow White clashes with traditional storytelling. Meanwhile, in the midst of all the chaos, one name keeps shining through: Gal Gadot, cast as the evil queen. Gadot is effortlessly stealing the show, becoming the only stable force in a film that's losing its footing. Her charisma, poise, and screen presence are drawing attention, and Disney seems to have realized it. With production in full-blown crisis mode, the studio has already sunk $300 million into the project and is throwing in another $25 million to fix the growing mess. The drama between Zegler and Gadot is only making things worse. Rumors say Zegler is frustrated by Gadot's rising star power and has even demanded that some of her own scenes be cut. As public interest declines, Disney is pivoting its marketing strategy, shifting focus away from Zegler and doubling down on Gadot in a desperate attempt to salvage the film. But with mounting delays, costly reshoots, and growing fan backlash, is there anything that can save Snow White? 2.0-5 Snow White could be on the path to becoming one of Disney's biggest box office disasters. But let's be real, this isn't just about one movie. The Snow White debacle is exposing something much bigger: Hollywood's growing disconnect with its audience. Disney's attempts to inject modern ideologies into classic fairy tales aren't landing the way they hoped.